That's really good. I'm gonna do that at home. That's really good. Salsa on the chicken with the avocado, nice and creamy. The onion. It was really good. Hey, this is ADV Eats. I'm Brent, and today we are going to make some chicken tacos while we're here in the backcountry. So, pretty simple, some ingredients we picked up from the grocery store. I got a chicken breast, I got shallot, some tortilla shells, and we're gonna cook the chicken up in a special way so that we can make shredded chicken, make it super delicious, although it's gonna be really simple as well, okay? And I have an avocado. What's a taco without an avocado? So, to get started, first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pickle some onion or a shallot. I really like buying shallots because they're like single-sized onions. You know, if you're in the backcountry, if you need a whole onion, buy a whole onion. But lots of times you don't want to cart around a half an onion in your pannier, so shallots are a great substitute. Okay, so I'm gonna slice this up really razor thin, and then we're just gonna kind of soak it in some vinegar to kind of quick pickle it per se, so that we'll have a nice delicious topping on our tacos. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I have my shallot here. I peeled it and I sliced it lengthwise through the root. Okay, and I'm just gonna lay the two halves next to each other, and I'm gonna slice it as thin as I can. Okay, so really going for little paper thin slices. Okay. Because I'm not a professional chef, I just pretend to be one here on my YouTube channel. I really got to concentrate what I'm doing. You'll see as these series go on, hopefully, my knife skills will get better and better and better. I like to think I'm a man of the people, though, you know? Relatable content, right? Okay, so we have some shallots that we thinly sliced. I'm going to put them here in this cup. Okay. And I brought along some vinegar. You're probably like, who brings along vinegar? Well, I bring along this little spice kit with me whenever I travel, and an acid like vinegar or lemon juice, something like that, is a crucial thing to keep in your bag of delicious treats because it can balance out all sorts of different flavors and it can really lively up a dish that's lacking a little bit. So here I have some seasoned rice vinegar, so similar thing you would put on sushi. That's nice because it has sugar in it, and so if you're gonna quick pickle something, really helpful to have that mixture. And it's delicious. You can use it as a salad dressing or just throw it in a sauce of some sort. So I'm just gonna pour that over the onions, and I'm just gonna press it down with my fork, like so. Okay, there we go. And we'll just let that sit while we start to prepare the chicken. Okay, so next step we're going to do is we are going to cook the chicken. Okay, and this is where the magic comes in. All right, so I brought with me a chicken breast. If you were cruising through town, you could grab a chicken breast at the grocery store. Usually come in packs of 2. Perfect for 2 or 3 people or one really hungry person. However, you know you. I got this sweet cooler bag. It's a Yeti cooler bag. It's soft-sided. It's like a lunchbox actually, and it collapses down. I'm gonna do a separate video just kind of reviewing this thing. I really like it so far. Brought my chicken breast from home. I'm not gonna do anything to it. Well, at home I marinated it, but put some salt and some hot sauce on it. If you're planning ahead, do the same thing. If not, I don't think it'll make a difference to this recipe. Just grab a chicken breast from the grocery store. You're good to go. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do with my chicken breast in the pot, I'm gonna take some salsa, a jar of salsa. I'm gonna pour it in there as well. So we're actually gonna cook the chicken breast in the salsa. So we're creating a nice sauce. And I want it to cover the chicken breast, okay? Okay, so I have it there. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna simmer it so that the sauce is heating up the chicken breast really slowly. We're gonna kind of slow cook it. It'll probably take like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to cook the chicken breast through. Once we're done that, once it's cooked all the way through and it's thoroughly cooked, we're gonna use our fork and whatever else we can find. I've got some tongs, maybe a stick. We're actually just gonna shred the chicken up, which is pretty easy if it's cooked well. It'll just kind of shred apart and we'll blend in with the sauce there. We'll cook it down so the sauce reduces, and then we'll have some nice tomato salsa shredded chicken. Thing to be careful of is if you have a camp pot set, like most of us will have, they're usually quite thin on the bottom, and tomato sauce can actually burn and will stick to the bottom. So you really want to keep the heat low and just kind of keep it moving around, stir it. This isn't the sort of thing you want to just set it and forget it. Okay, this is something you need to pay a little bit of attention to, and I guarantee you not burning your dinner will be awesome. Okay, so an easy thing to do, A, burn your dinner, but B, easier is to cook this thing right and have a really good meal on the trail. Okay, so I'm gonna fire up the stove and we're gonna start cooking up this chicken breast. In this pot I have a chicken breast in salsa. It's starting to get nice and hot. One thing to do, like I mentioned before, move it around. You can kind of, if you have a pair of tongs, which I strongly suggest getting if you like to cook, they're almost the only utensil you need. You can move the chicken breast around and that will help move the sauce around. I should mention, get whatever salsa you love the most, okay? It doesn't matter. If you don't use the whole can, save some for breakfast. Drink it on the trail, I don't know. Do whatever you want the leftover, but a nice jar like that will go well. If you're like, you get a jar of salsa, there's not enough to cover your 2 chicken breasts, just pour a little water in there. Okay, that will thin it up, because essentially what we're doing here is we're boiling the chicken breast. We're boiling it, that keeps the moisture in as well. That keeps it keeps them drying out, and it really gets the flavors of the salsa into the breast. Add a little water, put a little water in my mouth too. Delicious. Okay, so we're gonna let that slowly cook. While that's cooking, I'm going to slice up my lime, and I'm gonna slice up some avocado so that when the chicken's hot and ready, we'll have avocado, some lime, our pickled onions, and our shredded chicken. Now, as you all know, you're probably a fan of tacos. Put it whatever you want on a taco, right? The chicken idea is just the base. There's a great way to make shredded chicken. Whatever else you can bring. If you want to bring some cilantro out here, go wild, man. Or woman, whoever. Put whatever you want. If you want some cheese, sprinkle some cheese on there. I'm not really a cheese on my taco sort of guy. But you do what you want, I'll do what I want, right? Fair, that's life, right? Respect each other, and we'll both enjoy delicious tacos. Can't get better than that. Okay, our chicken's simmering away here nicely. I'm gonna cut up an avocado, slice it down the middle, and then I'm just going to make some nice slices like this. Like that. You're probably like, how did you get an avocado out on the trail? There's a couple good ways to transport things that are squished or squishy. In my cooler bag, there's like a hard part to it, so that kind of protects from being crushed. So I put it up next to that. Also, if you have a camp mug or something like that, put it in there, and then nothing's gonna crush it. And when you get to camp, you can remove your avocado. I'd suggest keeping it whole if you're gonna transport it. I have the other half here, I just cut it up now. But that's a good way to do it. You put it in your mug or something like that, something solid, and it will protect it. Okay, so I have my avocado here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my fork spoon thing, spork, that's what they call it. And I'm just going to put it underneath the avocado like so. Whoop. Out it goes, just like that. So we're just moving our chicken around here in the sauce. I'm gonna flip the chicken every once in a while in here. And you'll see as it starts to cook, it actually kind of starts to shred a bit when you grab it. Just remembering keeping the heat kind of low so you don't burn the tomatoes, don't burn your pan, don't burn your chicken, don't burn your dinner. If you do, just call it Cajun style. That's what I always do. So, there we go. Keep simmering, chicken, you're looking good. Woo. Smells good too. Too bad Willy Wonka didn't get that smell-o-vision thing going on. But, okay, so our chicken is just about ready here. It's starting to kind of fall apart in the pan, which is perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my spork and I'm actually going to just start kind of clawing at the chicken. Okay, like if I was a dog digging a hole or something like that, or you know, an animal trying to scrounge my dinner at the bottom of this pan. But what I'm going to try and do is just shred the chicken up, hold it with the tongs, or if you have another fork, just jab it in there, pull it like that. If you want to use a stick or something, or a rock, I don't know, whatever, wash those things before you put them in your food. But you can shred the chicken with anything. If you want to take it out, let it cool down, you can hold it, pull it apart with your hands. If you really don't want to shred it, take it out, cut it up with your knife, and throw it back in there. It's your dinner. You do what you want. Just take this as a suggestion, I guess. But I'm going to shred the chicken because it's going to be the best. Okay. So, and you deserve the best. Okay. So, shredding it to bits. Another good idea is, if you're not sure if it's quite cooked through, take the chunk of chicken out, slice it up, and take a look inside. Make sure that it's white all the way through, okay? If it's pink, no bueno, okay, as they say in Taco Land. Throw it back in, keep cooking it, okay? But some other color besides white or pink, don't eat it at all. Like if it's green or black, bad, real bad. Okay, so we got our chicken, it's all shredded, chicken shredded, brah, and it's ready to roll. So it's hard to see from there, but it's nice. I just pulled it apart with my spork and came apart quite easily because it was well cooked. If you had extra sauce in it, like you added more water and then you shredded the chicken up and it was still kind of soupy, then take the lid off, turn the heat up a bit, and just stir it, let the water reduce, give it a couple minutes, and Bob's your uncle. This is gonna taste really good because it's got the chicken in it, the chicken flavor, mixed with the salsa. We got this sweet chipotle thing going on. So I'm gonna start to plate up some tacos, and I think things are about to get really, really good around here. All right, how to assemble it. I'm gonna throw down some tortillas on our cutting board here, and go on a whole bunch of chicken, and top it with some avocado and some onion. Okay. Like so. A little bit of onion here too, or shallots if you will. All right, last thing, squeeze a lime. All right, so here we got some delicious tacos, and if you enjoyed watching this, and one second. That's really good. I'm gonna do that at home. That's really good. The salsa on the chicken with the avocado, nice and creamy. The onion, it was really good. I was saying something. if you enjoyed this, subscribe to my channel. And I would love to hear any other ideas you want to see cooked up on the trail, any challenges, anything like that. If you cook some tacos, share how did it go? Love to know. Yeah, subscribe, follow me on Instagram as well, at ADV Eats. Subscribe, comment, like this video if you want to see more of it. I'd really appreciate anyone's feedback. And I'm all out here eating tacos. So if you're ever in Nelson, British Columbia, you want to go for a ride and eat something delicious, connect with me over Instagram, and we'll cook up something good. So this is Brent, and this is ADV Eats. And as I say, either A, I'm out to lunch, which I am today, but B, get out and stay out. All right. Adios, my friends. Cheers. It's got some kick. It's hella good, though. I mean, I'm actually glad I'm the only person out here because I'm going to eat all these tacos myself. And that's a good thing.